All right, welcome back. I am that guy you hate, ready for another month of elections coming out 30 days from now, pretty much the entire month of February. But we're going to start off with some good news. Dems are already flipping seats back for the Democrats across the nation. In Iowa, Senate Districts 35, the Dem Mike Zimmer flipped a Republican seat 52 to 48. Trump won that seat. Trump won that area by 60% last November. Then again, Dems tend to show up more for special elections than Republicans do. So, did that make a difference? Or is this a rejection beginning of Trump's politics? I don't know. In Minnesota, though, the special general election for Senate 60, there was always going to be a Dem win there. And Doran Clark pulled that off pretty handily with 91% of that vote. And it returns Dems to control of the Senate in that state because they were a straight 33-33 there. Uh, the fun part is Harris only won that area by 84%. Again, did more Dems show up for a special election, and or did fewer Republicans show up because Trump wasn't on the ballot? It's hard to say. But it is interesting that he won that seat with 91% compared to 84 for Harris. Something to think about. But speaking of Minnesota, their House seats have been in a 67-66 majority of Republicans, and it is believed that Dems are going to pick that seat back up and turn it into a 67-67. The Minnesota 40B, January 28th, House District 40B represents Roseville and the Shoreview in Ramsey County. It was canceled by the Minnesota Supreme Court because the Supreme Court said Tim Walz announced the Senate election or that House seat too early, whatever that means. The truth is, Republicans wanted to keep that majority 67-66 for as long as they possibly could. They're waiting on Tim Walz to announce this House race again, presumably in March. Uh, the fun part is Dems in that state are kind of sidelining the Republicans. The Supreme Court in that state said that there has to be 68 members in the House for a quorum for them to get anything accomplished, and Dems have been staying out of it, keeping them at a 67, meaning the House hasn't been doing anything despite the Republican majority. And with this House seat likely going to Dems, 67-67 is going to be the seat split, and they're trying to talk the Republicans into sharing power. See how that goes. Uh, for Ramsey County Commission District 3 in Minnesota, February 11th, Falcon Heights and St. Paul neighborhoods of Payne, Phelan, North End, South Como, Como Park, Frogtown, Hamline, Midway, and St. Anthony Park. February 11th, you have municipal special election there. In New Jersey, Princeton Public School District, we have another victory, seemingly. New Jersey Special Election Measure won. The yes vote won. What that means for New Jersey Princeton is that it authorizes the school district to issue $38.3 million in bonds for additional renovations and improvements at Princeton High School and Princeton Middle School, including equipment, furnishings, and site work. So more money going to schools is pretty much always a good thing. Uh, let's see. Now we're going to move on to Delaware, Frankfort area. This is a regular election for town council. You have a February 1st election there. State Senate District 1, February 15th. Dan Crucci is your Dem there. Staying in Delaware, you have Senate District 5, February 15th as well. Raymond Siegfried is your Democrat there. South Carolina still has a whole bunch of things going on. Donald's special election, February 4th. House Carolina State House District 113, February 4th. Courtney Waters, she's pretty much going to win because she's the only person on the ballot. Chesterfield County Special General Election, February 11th. Denmark, South Carolina, Municipal General Election, February 11th. North Augusta, Municipal Primary, February 11th. Sumter County School District Special General Election, February 11th. Van Wyck, one of those two, South Carolina Special General Election, February 11th. Camden City Council, February 18th. Spartanburg County, special election for Mayo Area Fire District Commissioner Board, February 18th. In Nebraska, Douglas County, special election, February 11th. A yes vote supports authorizing the school district to issue $158 million in bonds to fund school facility improvements and educational programs and to levy a tax to repay those bonds. And a no obviously opposes that. So yes, more money for schools, no, less money for schools. And the way Trump is treating the Department of Education, they're going to need all the help they can get. In McCool Junction in Nebraska, a recall election, February 11th. Patricia Wagner allegedly abused her staff and such. Hard to say what's for certain. Recalls don't often work though. Only about 1/5 of them worked last year. So do what you can. Oklahoma school board elections. I talked about this one last week. School boards all over the state are having public school board elections. And if you've heard anything about Oklahoma, they are the ones with the Trump Bibles going in classrooms. So if you're in Oklahoma and you want to make a difference, you need to be paying attention. If you are in Banner, Bixby, Broken Arrow, Catoosa, Crooked Oak, Crutcho, Deer Creek, Edmond, Jenks, Jones, Little Axe, Luther, McLeod, Midwest City, Millwood, Moore, Mustang, Oakdale, Oklahoma City, Owasso, Piedmont, Putnam, Tulsa, Union, Western Heights, or Yukon Public Schools. If you are in any of those, you can help start fixing your school system. But that's up to you now. Those are all on February 11th. Oklahoma Municipal Spring Primary, February 11th. Oklahoma City General Election, February 11th. Special Primary for Oklahoma County Commission District 1, February 11th. The general for that one is April 1st. Washington, King County Conservation District General Election, February 11th. Washington, Seattle, Washington, special election, February 11th also. Louisiana, special primary for Louisiana State Senate District 14, February 15th. They're all D's. Find and pick your favorite there. Hard to lose that one. Let's see. Special primary for Louisiana State Senate District 23, also February 15th. Christopher Harrison will up against two Republicans. Perhaps the two Republicans will split the base and the Dem will win that way. In Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Commons Council District 3 special primary election, February 18th. Also in Wisconsin, you have a very similar situation with Oklahoma, with only like a third of the school districts, though. All of these school districts are having elections. DeForest, Madison, McFarland, Middleton Cross, Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and Verona. If you are in any of those, you have a primary on the 18th, with a general election for those being on the 1st of April, just like in Oklahoma, except Oklahoma was February 11th for all of theirs. California, special primary election for California State Assembly District 32, February 25th. Chris Cruz Boone is up against two R's and a Libertarian, the one with the blue hair. California again, special primary election for California State Senate District 36, also February 25th. Julie Deep is your Democrat, or Jimmy Pham, also a Democrat. It's a 2 versus 2, 2 Dems, 2 reps there. Connecticut, special general for Connecticut House District 40 for February 25th. A special general for Connecticut State Senate District 21, also February 25th. Neither of those have candidates yet, which is kind of weird. But February 25th, pay attention to it. Illinois statewide municipal primary, February 25th. 3 seats open with 3 candidates. It's going to be hard for those three not to fill those three seats, so probably don't need to pay too close of attention to that one, Illinois. Maine, special general for Maine House District 24, also February 25th. That one is the area of Bangor, partially, Brewer, partially, Orono, partially, and Vasey. Uh, Sean Faircloth is your Democrat there. But yeah, those are your elections for pretty much the month of February, 30 days out from today's date or around that area. Uh, Spread this around if you think anybody is in those states or know anybody in those states. This is how we start fighting back against the Trump administration. So I need your help to spread this word around. You don't even need to spread this video if you don't want to. Just let people in those states know they got things going on, and this is how we start the fight. So next week I'll be back with another 30 days out of elections. Hopefully I'll see some more people there.